Tap connector back on. Pissing out. What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Life of Jobbing Plumber. I'm not quite sure I like this camera angle. Just done a little video on this Arctic Haze fluid adapter. That's why it's in my hand and I'm pointing like a teacher. Or pretending to be. Yeah, check out the short form. You've probably already seen it already as to what I think of this. Anyway, yeah, 3 jobs in today. Three jobs in for us for your viewing today. Hopefully you all enjoy it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you haven't done, and yeah, we'll catch you straight into it. Oh yeah, wait till the end for a little bit of a rant kind of bit. Right, this next one is a faulty toilet. Customer says flush valve doesn't always work and the filler valve sticks on, so he wants it just all replacing out. It's a rocker toilet, this. Sometimes the rocker ones, you have to replace them for exactly the same parts it comes with, but hopefully, feeling on the back of this, it just does feel like a normal style toilet, but we'll see when we take it to pieces. Shut off this isolation valve now and undo that tap connector. Get it flushed. My only concern is it's well silicone back, as usual. At least it's on plastic, one positive. Every cloud. Probably undo the wing nuts first, see how much play is actually in it. Plastic wing nuts too, means they haven't rusted. So far so good. There's bloody loads behind it. God's sake, every time. Oh, wasn't that much, but felt a lot more than that. It is just a normal style toilet, thankfully. That's going to need a new one of them. Swap it out for, obviously, my favourite. So we get 1.5 inch size outlet, and we get 2 inch depending on the size of the hole in the cistern, which obviously this is a 2 inch one. Beautiful, put that in, and take that plastic washer off, and put that in inside now. That's the new guts, both of them replaced. Just need to come find now a new donut washer, give everything a clean up and put it back together again, and hope. I've not stocked this up for a while, so let's see what we got. It's quite a big hole on this toilet. No one likes a big hole. That would probably do, but we'll see what else we've got. What did they have? Very similar. Probably was looking like that at once upon a time. Too small, I think. Your studio washer is probably wet, but It's not really for this style toilet. Nah, too small. Let's go with the grey one. Cameras are just so, you can use them in so many different style ways. Like for that, looking up and under, then you search for a leak or anything like that. I should use mine more often. That guy's got the best job in this weather. However, he's not taking advantage of it in his full high-vis suit. Right. Tap connector back on. Piston out. I'm going to disconnect it from the valve so I can make sure it's starting off square, with it being a brass nut on a plastic shank. Yes, I know. Cheapskate, innit? Beautiful. Not a bad guess as well. Look where the fill line is. For a float. Oh, that was genuinely just good luck. Right. Give everything a feel round now. Start tidying up. And then make sure you give it like, I don't know, bloody 10 flushes. Probably best advice. Even 15 on this one because it's a 40-minute drive away from me. On the way down here I was like, what the? I forgot my bloody passport. I'm going that far. Well, I need it. But what I do when there's no fixing holes to the back of the cistern, just to stop that rock, is I'll put a bead now. A thin bead along the top. Oh, it's running out. Anyway, thin bead along the top like that. And I'll just press it in, just so when you put a lid on it, doesn't stick to it. And also, for the next guy, all he has to do then is get a Stanley knife blade across the top, and it'll be loose. And when that sets, it'll take away that rock. So this next one, we're doing a little bit of a leak investigation, because as you can quite clearly see, the skateboard in this bathroom started to swell up. Now, the customer said it's a back-to-wall toilet, so you can't see behind it. However, that's just a plastic panel, that, so we're going to start by removing that first and seeing what we can see. The floor here is wet, so it's definitely on the toilet. Had it been on the basin, you'd have expected it to come out of that little hole. And if it were the shower, well, there's a little stain in there. This damp, you would have expected it to start from that end as well. So yeah, as soon as you put a light on, it disappears. Kind of. But yeah, we'll get this cover off, which I think is just silicone on. So yeah, that is obviously the fibre washer. That'll be on a fibre washer. It's a tap connector that. That will have failed a long time ago. I'm going to swap it out for a normal baller fix. Straight into a piece of copper. Back into that flexi. Bloody hell. I mean, a fibre washer onto a tapered flexi. It's never going to be good, was it? Right, I just need to dry all that off now. And that should be that. I've got to put all this back as well. It'll take me longer to do that than the whole job. But yeah, the fibre washer in that has just gone perished. So that's another one done. The emergency ones, when people suspect a leak, and you got to kind of get out to right away. You never know what the leak is going to be, how dramatised the customer has made it, how much they're panicking. You can normally tell in the sound of their voice. But yeah, they normally, touch wood, they always seem to be the simplest of fixes. I'm probably just going to eat my words now. Most of it is just basic plumbing, but every job is different. I don't know if you guys like to watch this sort of thing or not. Let me know in the comments if you do or don't. Right, this one we've been called out to is a Main Combi Eco, I think it is, and it's failing to light well, intermittently failing to light. First thing I've noticed is one of the thermistors is playing up, probably the main boiler one, the central heating thermistor. But yeah, let's get this cover whipped off and see what's going on. So what I'm looking at here is through the sight glass there, I can see the rectification pin is twisted out of position. It's quite common on these boilers, so although it's lit this time, yeah, I'm going to whip out these electrodes and see what's going on. So we're going to unplug the two actual spark electrodes, they're just pushing on. It's come out of spark generator and I've thrown it on the floor, but it don't matter. And then the rectification cable is just underneath this white cover. It's just a spade connector like that. Just unplug that and whip out these two screws. Now be careful on these because they can snap. When you've got aluminium heat exchanger like this, over time, if they've not been taken out, they can break. So let's try and wiggle this out without doing too much damage to the burner board, because obviously it's in such a awkward shape. I don't really want to snap it either because I don't want to take the burner out because I haven't got a gasket on the van. Now I'm going to put it against the new one to just check it's the same. There is like 2 or 3 types on these mains, so just make sure that you get the right ones. Some of them have leads on, some of them don't, some of them are short, some of them aren't. As you can see, that rectification probe has gone wayward. So I'm just going to clean up any excess gasket from the old one that was left there. So obviously the new electrodes come with a new gasket. Now standard with Baxi, doesn't come with new screws. They don't like to send you anything extra, so just be careful you don't lose the old ones. Yeah, so with that temperature flicking, it's more than likely going to be the central heating thermistor or the main boiler thermistor, which is this one up here. However, it's not the normal style thermistors that you find on Baxis, like the domestic hot water one down there, which I do have them on the van. So what I'm going to do is unplug this one. don't think it's going to work anyway, but we'll try it. Unplug this one and plug a new one in and just see what happens to that temperature. Well, yeah, reading. However, now Baxi have started putting the fibre washers in, which is unusual. So yeah, I'm going to have to order up one of them for Misters. Customer said it's been doing that for years, so they're not really bothered, but I'll get a price sorted and pass that back to them. That were fine when it were in service mode. I don't know. It's probably that for Mister, but see if the customer wants me to order one. Apparently it's been like that for ages. What? So yeah, my little rant. A few months ago I posted a video out of how to repair a leaking gland on an outside tap, and it was aimed at homeowners and DIYers. Now, this is where the title comes from, of has social media online content ruined the trade? Obviously, that's over exaggerated. Because I had a few comments saying, great, nice one. Just lost me X amount of pounds and customer can now do it themselves, blah, blah, blah. Granted, the customer can now do it themselves if they feel comfortable for doing that, but most of them probably still won't attempt it. They might not have the tools, they might not have PTFE, they might not have the confidence. However, if I hadn't been the one that posted that video about how to repair a gland, well, repacking the gland on an outside tap, somebody else would have. And somebody else probably has done already. So it's a case of, do I try and help people out for one? It's not as if I'm, do you know what I mean, losing any money off it. I was there doing the job anyway. And do I just sit back and be like, oh, well, I'll not post anything online about plumbing anymore because people will moan about me posting it because they're losing work and whatever you want to moan about. So yeah, has it ruined it? Not sure, because I, for one, if I have a problem with the van, with the washing machine, you know what I mean, things go wrong in my house like everyone else's house, I will always Google and then YouTube what the fault is. And if I can, I will fix it myself. Is it to save money? A little bit. More often than not, no, though, it's because it's something like the washing machine, which needs to be running every day, and it's more time than anything. The time it takes to ring somebody up, to book them in, for them to come out, for me to take time off work. You know what I mean? If I can fix it myself, pick up the part the following day, throw it on at an evening, job done. Not saying that fixing a washing machine is easy, because sometimes it's not. But yeah, so I always do it, and I bet 99% of you on here will research what a fault is that you've got on your own home or car or whatever before calling the actual associated trade. So yeah, let me know your opinions on this. Has it ruined the trade? Is it giving DIYers more opportunity to do these things and us less work? Let me know down in the comments. If you made it this far, thank you very much. I'll catch you on the next one.